Hello everyone, I hope you are doing all okay, well and safe out there. So today we're gonna talk about what causes psychiatric disorder. We're gonna talk about four major things. Biological factor, environmental factor, psychological factor, and socio-economic factors. So when we talk about biological factor, the first thing comes to mind is genetics and the study of heredity. So, heredity can be defined as the transmission of a trait from one generation to another, and genes best described as a segment of DNA that code for person code for a trait. Could be personality, physical appearance, or whatsoever. So, according to NCBI and NCPL, there is more than 22,000 gene encoded protein in our body. Evidence from twin study, family and adoption have been confirmed that psychiatric disorders are highly due genetic and environment, but genetic have a major role in its development. So if we're gonna say schizophrenia, for example, from 70 to 80% is heredity. Bipolar disorder 85%, major depression 40%. So genetics, it's a major key play role in this disorders. Now we're gonna talk about also the neuroanatomy. Structure abnormalities in the brain have been shown by imaging study. For example, we might find increase or decrease in a specific region. For example, let's take the prefrontal cortex, which is play a major role for executive functioning, which help us manage our day-to-day life and function of memory. Amygdala, which is an almond-shaped structure that is highly important in processing fear and threat. We got also the hippocampus, which help us form and consolidation new memories. Hypothalamus, which is a structure that regulates the body homeostasis and circadian rhythm. Hypothalamus play a major role to situation when we feel stress and threat. Biochemical factor, we all know the dominant theory in psychiatric disorder, which is the chemical imbalance, which if you have low serotonin, you have depression. If you have high dopamine, you might develop bipolar or schizophrenia. After the biological rule, we're gonna talk about the environmental factors. And when we say environmental factors, it's mean anything that can have an effect on us. We'll talk about two major things: family and your social circuits, because actually there is a lot of environmental factors, but these are the most two important. So family environment, dysfunctional family environment, neglect, abuse, or overprotective can have high risk of developing psychiatric disorder in children and an adult. Multiple studies confirm that parents not only transmit physical appearance, but they also have been transmit their life experience and their trauma, which is truly shocking. Social life, your social life, friends, education, society, peer relationship and school experience contribute to mental well-being. Your social circuits, you gonna have influence on you in conscious or unconscious matter. So always stick with only QB, only quality people. People who gonna contribute positively to your life, challenge your perspective, and gonna stick with you through thick and thin. We talk about biological factor, we talk about environmental factor. So we're gonna talk now about socio-economic status, which is environmental actually. Low socio-economic state, poverty, nutrition deficiency, and unemployment, they are all play major role in developing psychiatric disorder. So we talk about genetic factor, environmental factor. Now, how they interact with each other? They interact with each other through epigenetic process. The interaction or the interplay between genetics and environment goes back to the oldest debate, which is nature versus nurture, where nature stands for our DNA and nurture stands for environment. Gene environment interplay. Imagine a delicate dance where genes stand as script and environment as light choose where to shine on. So that's achieved through epigenetic process mechanism, which simply determine which gene should turn on or